Hey, this is the biggest problem with martial arts businesses that I find when I talk to different martial arts schools. Now, most martial arts school owners don't actually understand what their problem is. And that sounds so stupid. But when I say what the problem is, I mean, like, yes, you might not be getting people through the door, but why aren't you getting people through the door? Yes, you might not be keeping members, but why aren't you keeping members? Where are they falling off? And most martial arts school owners know they've got a problem. They kind of know what the problem is, but they don't know accurately enough where exactly the problem is to fix it. So I want to illustrate this for you today. Hopefully, open your eyes to the importance of understanding what your problems are, and then hopefully it will help you fix those problems and make your martial arts school thrive. So let's jump into it. So I was speaking to one of my clients recently, and they told me that their problem is they aren't signing up enough people. They said that. They said, my problem is we don't sign up enough people. We can get them through the door. We can do all this. We can do all that. But we aren't signing up enough people. So if we can fix our sales rate, we'll fix everything else. And then we broke down the numbers and we found that actually they were signing up like 70% of the people who came through the door. The sales rate isn't an issue. 70% is pretty good. So that's not your problem. And what they actually found was their real problem was they were getting some leads, not many. They weren't spending enough money on Facebook ads, to be honest, but they were getting some leads. And then there was a drop off from people becoming leads to actually booking in. So the problem was that not enough people were actually becoming a lead and then booking in for a class. That's now a fixable problem. And this is the sort of spreadsheet that I would like you to use so you can understand what exactly your problem is. And I will put this below so you can have a little play around with it. And realistically, this will highlight to you not only where your problem is, but then what the outcome is if you fix that problem. So let me show you. So let's imagine that you are getting 60 leads per month through like Facebook ads. I want you to go ahead and put that in the spreadsheet at the top. Then I want you to put how many of those people are actually booking in for a class. So out of 60 leads, what percentage of people are then booking in for a class? And I want you to change anything that's yellow. So I don't want you to put the number. I don't want you to put the other number here. I want you to change the percentage. So if you've got 60 people becoming leads, let's imagine 75% of them are actually booking in for a class. So 45 bookings you are getting from your 60 leads. That's pretty good. But in the case of the school that I'm talking about, they were probably having about 35% of people actually book in for a class, which means out of 60 leads, they were getting like 21 booked in. And that's because they were picking up the phone and actually calling people. So 35% is what they were getting. Now, from there, what percentage of people are actually showing up? Now, the school that I was talking to that have just recently joined us, they were actually having about 70% of people who book in actually show up for a class, which is pretty good considering they didn't have any like proper systems in place. They were just picking up the phone and constantly calling people. And then out of the 70% of people that showed up, what percentage are you actually signing up? This school, once again, we're getting like 70% of people signing up to their classes. So let's imagine they were getting 60 leads. They'd be having like 10 people sign up per month, which isn't exciting. Obviously, if you've got a small club where you've only got like 40 members, that's a very exciting number. But if you're a school where you've got hundreds of members, that just isn't very exciting. So looking at this, you can now see where your problems are. So if you fill out this spreadsheet, you can look and you can say, okay, cool. What would happen if I had double the amount of leads? We're running ads at the moment. We're running really good ads. We're getting like £2 a lead. What if we spent double the amount of money? Okay, cool. Instead of £120 a month on ads, what if I spent £240 per month on ads and I got double the amount of leads? Well, let's fill out the spreadsheet. And if we click enter, it would show us that we would then get 21 sign-ups, because out of those 120, we'd have 42 booking, we'd have 29 show up, and we'd have 21 sign up based on the stats that we've already put in. Or we could look at this spreadsheet and we can say, we're getting a decent amount of leads, we're getting 60 leads. What if we spoke to Donovan and got a proper follow-up system in place, and we got a higher percentage of these people actually booked in for class? Okay, maybe instead of 35% of people booking in for a class, we get 65% of those people. We still get the same amount of bookings show up, and we still get the same amount of bookings sign up. What would that do for my martial arts club? Press enter straight away. We're now getting 19 sign-ups. So you can see that by identifying your issues, you can see what would happen if you made little changes and then go and make those changes, and it will actually have that effect in real life. Another thing that I've built to really illustrate this for you is I've built this spreadsheet. This spreadsheet is going to show you the difference that making these changes can have. So if I just go ahead and grab these numbers, let's imagine we take these numbers, and you're a martial arts club that has 60 people booking per month. And out of those 60 that book in, we have 30% of those people actually go and have conversations with us and then show up for a class. And then we have 50% of those actually sign up and become members. Let's imagine that today we actually have 45 members in our martial arts club. And let's imagine that today we want to get 100 members within the next 12 months. In 12 months' time, we want to have 100 full-paying members in our martial arts club. This sheet is going to help us identify if that's physically possible based on the trajectory that we're at. In fact, let's imagine we want 200 members in 12 months' time, a really ridiculous number. And then from there, I also want you to put how many members are you losing per month on average. Let's imagine that this martial arts club is losing like 6 members per month. Now, this will go up over time because you lose a percentage of your members, not a fixed number. But I just want to use this spreadsheet just so you can visualize it and see if, based on your current trajectory, is your goal actually feasible. So let's imagine, as I said, you're having 60 people book classes every single month. We're having 18 of those people show up. In fact, sorry, let me change these numbers. Go over here. They were having 39 people booking and 70% and 70%. Okay, cool. So 39 people booking in for classes. We've got 70% of them showing up and we've got 70% of them signing up. That gives us the number of 19 signups per month. What does that look like when compared against our current stats? And that's what this is going to show us. So if we zoom in on this, we can see that in month 1 today, we have 45 full-paying members. If we got 19 sign-ups and lost 6 members based on this, we would have 58 by the next month. 71 the month after that, 84 the month after that, 97 the month after that. As I said, this is based on a fixed member loss number. So of course, you'd probably lose more than that as you get bigger and bigger and bigger. But the point is, it's going to illustrate, is your goal actually realistic? And you might look at this and go, actually, if we keep getting 39 bookings and 27 of them show up and we get 19 signups on top of that, actually, it is realistic. Our goal is very, very realistic because as you can see here, 12 months down the line, you wouldn't be at 200 because your retention, you would probably have more people drop off, but you are more or less on track for the 200 members that you want in 12 months' time. But you could also look at this and you could say, okay, looking at this spreadsheet, what would happen if we spent double the amount of money on Facebook ads and we got double the amount of leads? So we put 120 in here and we can see straight away that we're getting 78 bookings based on the same percentages. So we can go back over to here, we can put the number 78 in, and we can see that out of that, we'd have 55 show-ups, and we should be signing up 38 people every single month, providing we keep the 70% sign-up rate, and we keep the 70% show-up rate as well. And then we can go back over to this spreadsheet, and we can look and we can see what effect would that have. And based on that, we can see that we would be growing a hell of a lot faster. And by month 6, we could realistically be at like 200 members. Now, of course, as I said, the retention rate is fixed on this spreadsheet. I do need to change it so it's a percentage as opposed to a fixed number. But you get the point. These small changes that you make, and by identifying problems and making small changes, it's going to have a huge effect on your martial arts club long term, like a ridiculous effect. So it's very, very important that you not only identify what your problem is, but you identify it to the effect of, okay, do we need to spend more? Are we not having enough people show up? Are we not having enough people sign up? Are we actually having enough conversations with the leads that come through? And we need to identify exactly where the problem is so we can make small changes that are going to have a big effect. Awesome. Cool. That's everything for this video. Now, look, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I work with martial arts school owners and we help them grow. Not only that, we help them grow, we help them advertise better, but I also help them identify where exactly their problem is. A lot of martial arts school owners spend months and months working on the wrong problems, which means they never actually fix the right problems to get themselves closer to their goal. And that is what I can help you with. So if you are a martial arts school owner and you are looking to grow faster than you are right now, you can book a call with me below. If not, continue using the free stuff on this YouTube channel. That's what it's there for. It's there to help you add more members to your classes, identify issues and identify problems that you have within your club, and help you solve them and get more members through the door. Now, this YouTube channel only grows through word of mouth. So one thing that I do want to ask is if you have found this video useful and you think it would be useful to any other martial arts school owner who you have on your Facebook feed or you know in real life, please send this channel over to them or send these videos over to them, because I promise it will help them as much as it's helping you. Thank you. That's everything for this video. I hope you have an absolutely incredible day. If you didn't quite get this or you're a little bit unsure on the stats or what exactly you should be tracking, please watch this video again, really try and take it in, and then go away and try and find your own numbers. Find out how many leads are you getting, how many people are actually getting booked in, how many of those people are actually showing up, and how many of those people are signing up. Based on those 4 stats alone, you're going to be able to look and see where your problem is. If you fix that problem, you're already one step closer to being closer towards your goals. Thank you. Have an absolutely incredible day. Peace.